And Patches is out this morning, so she's running around. If she gets too rambunctious, then I'll put her in the cat room. All right, so we've got having our strap, having our blocks. We've got our, if you're sitting on something, if your hips are tight, hip flexors are tight, sitting on a pillow or rolled up blankets, whatever is working for you. But sitting ourselves up nice and tall. We did this last week too. Let's go ahead and start at our toes. So let's start with our feet and our toes and just give ourselves a little bit of this is kind of a self check-in because we're having to massage those feet, but then we're also getting all of our wonderful nerve endings here. Working on the toes, the arch. Back to that heel. And that ankle. And up that shin and calf. Good, and then maybe switch sides. So naturally, I had my normal foot forward, and so having to switch, I have to take my odd leg in front. So that's kind of good too. That's kind of what we want. Got those toes. Getting the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot. Oh, and if you've got some extra tenderness, maybe spend some time there. Ooh, yeah. If you ever looked at reflexology or looked at like the map of the feet, you can Google that. And it'll say like this part goes to your spleen or this part goes to your brain or whatever. It's very interesting. I am not sure how much of it is actual truth, but it's very interesting. Like actual. I think that there's some truth to it. Good. Working back at that heel and that ankle. And up that shin and calf. I do believe that everything is connected. All of our body, mind, spirit, it's all connected. So it's important that we do all those three things to keep everything in balance. Good. Sitting ourselves up nice and tall, lengthening up through our spine. Let's roll our shoulders back. So let's go and roll that out. And go ahead and roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Good, relax those shoulders, relax those arms. Let's drop our chin towards our chest. And then our eyes lift to the sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Bring that head neutral. Let's look over to the right. Thinking about that chin going over towards the shoulder. And then looking to the left. Same thing, chin over towards that shoulder. And look to the right. And looking to the left. And head back to center. Drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Maybe release that left arm. And let's take our right hand, place it just above that ear. And then release that. Let's switch sides. So drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. Left hand above that right ear. Maybe releasing that right arm. And then go ahead and release that. Bring that back to center. Drop our chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Let's do some neck half circles here. Chin to chest and ear to shoulder. So taking these neck circles from side to side. Right here. Very nice. Just circle that. Good. And side to side. Good. Let's go ahead and wrap that chin back to chest. Lift that head center. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep. And as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, opening up our chest. Oh, and those shoulders. Woo, feel that. Yes. Let's go ahead and look to the right. And then look to the left. Head back to center. Drop that chin to chest. Bend at our elbows. Bring that head to center. Bend our elbows. Bring our hands over to our right waist. And let's squeeze that elbow back. And let's switch sides. Squeeze that other elbow back. And then release that, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. Go ahead and exhale, drop that right hand down. Let's reach over with that left arm. Oh, keep that left glute, left heel, left hip on the floor. Nice reaching here and breathing as you are in this nice side pose. If you want, also, you can take yourself down. Ooh, I cannot, but that's a good thing to shoot for. If you can take yourself down onto your elbow. Oh, that's difficult. Wow. My leg won't go, my leg won't stay. My left leg won't stay. It's that hip flexor and that tightness right there. But that's a good challenge. Let's inhale and sweep this up and take it to the other side. Dropping that left hand, reach over with the right. Nice right side stretch right here. And if you want to try elbow on this side, I was like, oh, maybe it won't be as tight. Just as tight on this side. Maybe for you, it's not. Maybe you can get down onto your elbow. But again, something good to shoot for, to work on. And I'm trying not to round because it's really easy when there's not that space. It's really easy to round and be like, oh, I can get there. No. Good. Let's inhale and sweep this. And exhale, clasp our hands behind us again, opening up that chest. Ooh, drop that chin. Lift that head center. Let's look to the left this time and look to the right. Head back to neutral. Bend at our elbows, hands over to our left waist and squeeze that elbow back. And then switch sides, hands over to right waist, squeeze that elbow back. And release that, shake that out. Good. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And then exhale. Inhale and sweep it up again. This time as we exhale, let's drop our left hand to our right thigh. Right hand, let's take our thumb, follow our spine down towards the floor and do our first spinal twist of the practice. Oh, love it. Nice spinal twist here, sitting this up tall and breathing. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up and exhale it down. And inhale and sweep it up. This time, let's drop our right hand to our left thigh. Left thumb follows our spine down and let's twist to the left. So wonderful spinal twist on this left side. And breathe. This feels good in my rib cage. Wonderful, and bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands over the top. Exhale, press our palms towards the ceiling. Lengthen right here, so let's lengthen up through our torso, kind of snaking up through that torso, lengthening up through our arms. Let's do a deep breath here, and big sigh out. Inhale deeply, and big sigh out. One more time. Big deep inhale, and big sigh out. Good. And go ahead and bring those arms down in front, and then our arms up and a slight, like reaching slightly behind us, opening those shoulders, and then bring those arms down in front, and then kind of an overextension. Bring those arms down in front, and then extend that again, and arms down in front, and extend. This time, let's open our hands and roll our shoulders back. Let's do that one more time. Reach our arms up and roll the arms all the way back. Good. Go ahead and roll the shoulders and roll that forward. Very nice. A little bit of torso twisting here. Just quick twists to the side, to the side, to the side. Very nice. All right. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that. We're going to start warming up our lower body now. So let's go ahead and lean this back. We've got our feet wide as our hips, or wider if you want. And let's begin to drop our knees from side to side. So waking up our hip flexors, beginning to wake up those legs, waking up our glutes, our hamstrings, calves, all of that, all of it. Good, let's go ahead and keep our right leg in front. Nice zigzag here. Sit this up tall. And let's twist to the left first. So big, tall twist to the left. And then we've got our wonderful big twist to the right. So go ahead and big twist it to the right. And you can exaggerate that twist as much as you want. You can take your eyes, your face, and look over that shoulder as deeply as you want. That hip, that glute, maybe lifting up off of the ground. Or if you are hyper flexible, hyper mobile, it's not lifting up off of the ground, but listening to your body. This is your practice, and enjoy this deep twist and breathe in this deep twist. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center, and let's do quick twists for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last one. And back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and square our hips, our torso over our front leg, and take ourselves down either on our hands, on our elbows, or all the way down into a baby pigeon. So just beginning to warm up that the hip flexor again, and that glute. You can feel that really good glute stretch here too. Ooh. And then let's press ourselves up and lean ourselves back and windshield wipering our legs again. So taking that from side to side. Just dropping that from side to side to side. Good, let's keep our left leg in front this time. Sitting this up tall, twisting it over to the right, tall twist to the right, and then big twist to the left. Oh, so you can, again, over exaggerate that twist. Ah, that feels very good. And looking over that shoulder if it's available to you. Breathing deeply in this big twist. Again, maybe that hip glute, hip flexor is lifted up off the floor. And let's bring this back to center, and let's go quick for 4. Take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last one and back to center. Good. Let's square our torso right over that front thigh. And you can be on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way down. But remember to do the same thing on this side that you did on the other. So if you were on your hands, then stay on your hands. If you were on your elbows before, then go on your elbows. If you can get all the way down on this side, or if you did it on the other side, try and do it on this side. So we want that to be balanced. We want to be balanced on both sides of the body. And breathe. Very nice. Let's press ourselves up and lean ourselves back. Take our legs out from underneath us. And let's go ahead and keep our knees bent, feet flexed, reach up through our arms, and let's hinge this forward. So let's lengthen right here, stretch through our spine. Let's inhale and lift this up, and exhale, hinge this forward. Inhale and lifting up, exhale and hinge it forward. Inhale and lift it up, exhale and hinge it forward. Inhale and lift it up. And exhale and hinge it forward. Good. Let's go back into, or actually, let's stay here and straighten our legs. So we're now going to go into a staff pose. Flex through our feet, super duper flex. We're going to find our capital L here. So lengthening through our legs, lengthening through our arms. One of our most difficult poses, yoga poses, is this staff pose. Let's breathe it here for 3. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Very good. Release our arms down. Let's go ahead and take those hands behind us and bend at our knees, feet on the floor. We're going to go into a reverse tabletop. So hands are behind us, fingers are facing towards our feet. Let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up. One of my favorites. I love this one. I love this one for the strengthening and stretching in the arms, and just for the automatic strengthening in that core, because we're having to lift our pelvis, use our glutes, use our legs, use our quads. Everything is strong here, holding this. Neck is neutral, so looking slightly forward or up at the sky, but not crunching our head back, not letting it lean back. Holding this here, a couple more breaths. Good, let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Find our staff pose again. So finding our staff pose, reach back up into our nice staff pose. Let's breathe it here again. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Now we're going to go either into a reverse plank, or you can go back into that reverse bridge, or tabletop. So whatever is going to work best for you, whatever feels best for you. The reverse plank is a little more challenging, and you can be on your elbows here if you need to. We're going to press through our heels, lift our pelvis up. Otherwise, you are in that reverse table. So lifting this up, and let's hold this here for a few breaths. Probably about 4 breath cycles. So holding and breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe 2 more breaths here. And 1 more deep breath. Inhale, exhale. And slowly drop that down. Simple cross leg. Sit that up and hinge that forward. Very good. Oh, that hinge feels very good on those hip flexors. Wonderful. Good. Find ourselves in our staff pose again. 3 staff poses today. Yep, 3 staff poses today. So lengthening up through our arms and breathe it. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Again, inhale it deeply and exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Now, not really giving ourselves a break. Go ahead and bend at those knees. Lean ourselves back into a boat pose. So from that staff into boat, very challenging right here. Let's hold this. Inhale it deeply and exhale it. We are fully engaging that core here. This is core work. Inhale it here. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Now, let's lift one arm, or one leg, not one arm, one leg, lift one leg. You can hold it here, or you can have those arms out. So it's a little simpler holding it than having to have those arms out. So whatever is gonna work for you. I feel like holding it today. I'm gonna hold my leg today, and we're gonna breathe it again. So inhale it deeply, and exhale it out. We've got one more breath. Inhale it deeply, and exhale it out. Good, release that leg. Let's lengthen through this, and then let's take it to the other side. So if you were holding your leg on the other side, then hold it on this side as well. Let's do some breaths here. Inhale it, and exhale it. And again, inhale it deeply, and exhale it. Now, the most challenging one of them all, holding makes it a little easier if you're gonna do both of those legs lifted, or you can do both of those legs lifted with the balance. I'm gonna hold, but you can balance. Let's hold it here and breathe. Inhale it and exhale it. And recognize maybe where you're feeling this. I feel this the most always in my hip flexors, always. And one more breath. If you're shaking, you're normal. Let's inhale it again. And exhale it out. Good. Simple cross leg. Oh, and hinge that forward. Such good core strengthening right there. Core, back, glutes, all that fun stuff. Very good. Very nice. Let's lengthen back through those legs and bring our right leg in. So let's go ahead and bring this in. We've got a half jackknife here. Pulling that in. Let's take our right leg over our left. Wrap that arm around, and let's go ahead and twist it to the right to keep that foot flexed and active. Left foot flexed and active. Looking to the right. Breathing deeply. Feeling that expansion in the back. Those lungs. Good. Let's twist it to the inside. So twisting to the left. Breathing deeply. Bring that back to center. Bottom of the foot to the inside of the leg. Peace fingers. Let's reach it for the big toe or hand for the shin. And let's go ahead and stretch our side. So you can take your hand to your lowest rib, or you can reach that arm up and over. I'm going to have it at my lowest rib so I can have my chest open. I'm feeling really rounding today. So if I do this, I know I'm going to naturally round. So I need to open this up. So I'm going to force myself to be open today. Again, every day is different. Good. Release that. Lengthen back through those legs. Very nice. Let's take our left leg, bring this in, give it a nice big hug. So half jackknife on this side. Let's go ahead and take our left over our right. Keep that right foot flexed and active. Wrap our right arm around our left leg, and let's go ahead and twist it. Oh, this feels so good. Twist it to the left and breathe. I feel this in my entire back today, which is good. Like it's a good feeling in the back today. All the way up to my neck, the base of my skull. That's good. And then let's go ahead and switch that towards the right or towards the inside and breathe. We're going to bring this back to center, bottom of the foot. Let's take that to the inside of the thigh. Peace fingers, reaching for the toe or hand to the shin. And whatever you did on the other side, do it on this side. We want that nice balance. And breathe. Release that. Very nice. Grab your block. And let's take it down for some bridge work. So let's take our block between our knees. Love using the block because we automatically have to engage our thighs without even thinking about it. I love it. The less things I can think about, the better. So that automatic engagement is wonderful. Feet lined up with the ankles, ankles with the knees, knees with the hips. Let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up towards the sky and find our nice and stable bridge right here. So finding this bridge, feel that stretch in those quadriceps. I do today. Feel that. And breathe. By just holding this bridge while you're breathing. Sometimes a simple bridge is all you need to bring life back into perspective. Drop that pelvis down and go ahead and lift those legs up. Reach behind those legs and kind of make yourself into a little ball. Get a little bit of rounding there in that back. And then go ahead and release that. Feet back down on the floor. Find your alignment again. Ankles with the knees, knees with the hips. Let's lift our pelvis back up into that bridge. Wonderful bridge again. Maybe 4 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Glutes are squeezed. Legs are strong. Back is strong. A very smooth, long inhale and smooth, long exhale. You are in charge of that breath. And one more time, big deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's drop that pelvis down towards the floor. Very good. Release the blocks. Block. Drop the knees over to one side and let your arms be in a T. Get a good torso stretch here. And then legs to center. Drop them over to the other side. Keep those arms into a T. And bring that back to center. And then drop your knees over to your side facing knee. Bring yourself onto your side. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves up onto all fours. You can place your blocks where you want them, or when we get into some sun salutations. And we're going to go into some cat and cow. So we've got our shoulders over our wrists. We've got our hips over our knees on all fours, our quadruped position. Let's drop our belly to the floor. Take our eyes to the sky. Inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest. Exhale. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Flatten through our back. Let's stretch our shoulders, stretch our scapula. So let's lift our right arm up. Let's thread the needle through, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor. Just taking this down here. And breathe. And then let's press ourselves back up. All fours, cat and cow again. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest. Exhale. And then flatten back through that back again. Let's take scapula on the other side. So let's lift our left arm up, thread the needle through, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor, and breathe. And then press ourselves back up, all fours. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Flatten through that back. Let's go into our first balance. So let's go into our bird dog. Let's lift our right leg up. And this may be as much of a bird dog as you can do today. Otherwise, let's go ahead and lift up our left arm. So we've got our left arm lifted, right leg lifted. And we're gonna take elbow to knee 6 times here. So let's bring this in for 6 and reach. Here's 5 and reach. Here's 4 and reach. Here's 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one. Let's go and reach and hold. Very good. And going to release the arm, release the leg. Let's take it to the other side. So go ahead and lift that left leg up. And again, this might be your bird dog today. Otherwise, you can bring that right arm up. Got that nice balance, a few breaths. And let's take elbow to knee 6 times here. Let's bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. It's 4 and reach. It's 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one and reach. Good. Release the arm, release the leg, child's pose. So first child's pose. Now, you can have your big toes together, knees apart, or you can have your knees together. Whatever child's pose feels best for you. I think I'm gonna have my toes together and knees apart today. Oh, yeah. Anytime I can get an extra hip stretch, I'll take it. We're in this nice child's pose. Let's look at those hands. Walk our hands over to the right. Let's take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand, and try and get that left glute to that left heel. Much more difficult if you have the knees apart. Good, and then let's go ahead and walk those hands over to the left. Take our right hand on top and go to that right heel to that right glute. Woo. Also a really good stretch for the front of those feet, those ankles. Very nice. Bring ourselves back to center. Let's go ahead and take ourselves back onto all fours, and we're going to go into our first downward facing dog. Actually, let's do dolphin first. So let's take ourselves to our elbows, clasp our hands together, and then let's go ahead and lift. Keep our knees bent, lift our tails up. Ooh, that feels very good. I like this. Pressing through our elbows. Nice dolphin right here, just on those elbows. Hands together. And then let's go ahead and drop that down. So just preparing ourselves for our inversion. Our head being lower than our heart, like we just did. And now we're going to take ourselves into our downward facing dog. So we've got those, our knees bent still, pressing through our hands. Let's go ahead and lift our tails to the sky. Let's keep our knees bent still. And stretch through our spine first, relaxing that head and neck in between those shoulders and arms, maybe nodding that head, yes. Shaking that head, no. And then begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling our heels down towards the floor. And find some stillness here. So finding our heels, trying to get our heels down towards the floor, maybe nodding the head or shaking that head, or like I said, finding some, like, hey, find some stillness, now move. Or find some stillness, relax that face. Good. And now let's go ahead and lift up on our toes, drop our heels over to one side. And lift back up and drop those heels over to the other side. And lift back up. Good. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Go ahead and grab those blocks. We don't need those blocks quite yet, but have them within arm's distance. Let's let our arms dangle first. So let's find ourselves in our ragdoll. So letting our arms just dangle down In this nice forward fold, you can take that opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a heavy frame for that head. So you were folded in half right here, nicely folded in half. And breathing, ooh, good expansion in that back rib cage, always very nice. And then go ahead and release our arms. And now those arms can hold onto those blocks. We've got ourselves in our nice standing forward fold. You don't have to use blocks. You can have your hands on your shins as well. But hands are on your shins or on your blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, tabletop. Exhale and release. That head has been low, so let's take ourselves up slow in this inhale. Inhale and sweep this up. Take it nice and slow. Exhale it around to a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into a lunge. Left hand on our block, on the floor, or on a chair, whatever's going to work for you. And let's go ahead and open this up. Right side, nice spinal twist. Good, and breathe. And let's bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. So strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up, baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Breathe this here. Enjoy this down dog. Enjoy this inversion. Good. Very nice. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Front of our mat. Inhale, nice flat back, tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on block or floor. And let's spinal twist it over to the left. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, edge of our mat. Inhale, flatten through that back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. Left hand on block or floor. Let's do our spinal twist again. So it's spinal twisted open to the right. Very good. Wonderful stretch here and breathe. And bring that hand back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Go ahead and shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Good, let's inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot forward, right foot goes back, right hand on block or floor, spinal twist to the left. Wonderful. Bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot to top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Now let's add in our warriors. So let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through our spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale that around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back. Drop our left heel. Line up our front right heel with our back left arch, and let's bring ourselves up into our nice warrior one. Ooh, I feel that in my calf today. Back calf, good calf stretch. From this warrior one, let's go ahead and open up into our proud warrior, warrior two. Strong legs, strong arms, faces relaxed. Very nice. Let's go to a reverse warrior. So drop our back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior, reach into this. Good. From our peaceful warrior, let's release our front leg. Both of our legs are straight. And let's tilt ourselves down into triangle. Feel free to use a block here. I love using a block in triangle. And then from here, bring ourselves back up and front, bend that through that front knee. So back into warrior two. Very nice. And let's go ahead and windmill our arm down towards the floor. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Very good. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet, meet our hands. Standing forward, fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale and around. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back. Drop our right heel. Line up our left heel with our back right arch. And let's find our warrior one on this side. So bending through that front knee. Nice warrior one. Very strong here. Good. Breathe. From this warrior one, let's go ahead and open into our proud warrior. Warrior two. Relax that face and jaw and breathe. Very nice. Let's drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Release our front knee. Both of our legs are straight. Tilt our hips. Take ourselves down into triangle. of a good triangle. And breathe. And let's bring ourselves up, bend through that front knee, nice warrior two. And then let's go ahead and windmill our arms down. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Good, shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Good, take ourselves back into plank. Drop our left knee. So we drop our left knee, we're gonna lift our right leg. Now, doing a little bit, so this is a balance, but this is also gonna be doing a little bit of arm strengthening. We're on our left knee, we've got our right leg lifted, and we're going to drop our chest down towards the floor like we would in our chaturanga, and then press ourselves back up. Oh, what was that? It was a push-up. Let's do that again. Let's take that down, a nice chaturanga, half chaturanga, and lift that up. We're gonna do one more time. I know it's difficult. Take this down, and lift that up. Very good. You can drop that other knee, and then let's go ahead and take it all the way down this time, and lift that up. A nice cobra right here. Woo. Very good. We're gonna do that on the other side. So that was 3 of them. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. So good for those arms, for those triceps, for those shoulders, for that chest, and for that core as well, because you were lifting that right leg and having to hold that up. So good for the glutes. Bring ourselves back to top of plank. Go ahead and drop our right knee now. Lift our left leg, and we're going to go do 3 of those chaturangas, so half chaturangas. Let's go ahead and take ourselves down. There's 1, and lift that up. Good. 2 more times. Take this down in this nice half chaturanga, and then lift that up. Very good. 1 more time. Take this down, and then lift that up. Very nice. Ooh. Drop that other knee. And then let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, take ourselves down and up into a little baby cobra. Oh, that feels good. Very nice. And those arms should be a little burny burn. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. So good. Good, let's go ahead and drop to our knees. Take ourselves back into a nice child's pose. This time in our child's pose, let's go ahead and take our arms by our side, our palms facing up and elbows dropping open off to the side. So you're a turtle, a nice turtle. And let's take our hands, place them right by our knees, press ourselves up. Now grab whatever you need for final relaxation, but also grab your strap because we're not going to do relaxation yet. We're going to work on some stretching for our legs and then we'll relax. So let's go ahead. Have what your eye pillow, your regular pillow, blankets, whatever you need, place it off to the side, but within reaching distance, but you have your strap. Let's go ahead and take ourselves down onto our backs. And then let's go ahead and take our strap around our right foot. Pull that leg in towards you using that strap. Oh, that feels so good. Stretch through that other leg. So go ahead and stretch through that left leg. Right leg is pulled into the chest. Wow. Oh, goodness gracious. And let's press up through that heel to the ceiling. Use that strap to pull that towards you. Wonderful. Good stretch. Let's go ahead and keep our strap in our right hand And let's open this off to the side. Now your leg may not be able to go all the way to the floor. That's okay. If you want to prop on your elbow and have that leg staying lifted, whatever works for you. Or if you need to put like some pillows or your leg propped, just good inner thigh hip stretch. You can also feel that stretch on the opposite side of the body too. Let's go ahead and bring our leg back to center. Pull that leg closer towards your torso. Ooh, and get that good stretch in that hamstring. Let's take our strap into our left hand. Go ahead and drop this across, deep twist here. Arms into that T and look over to the right. And breathe. Bring our leg back to center. Pull it towards you, bend at the other leg. Release that strap. Let's reach behind that foot, behind that knee, and imagine that we can take that leg and just fold it right onto our chest and belly. And then let's let that go. Good, release that. Let's take that strap around that left foot. So left leg is coming into that chest, that torso. That right leg is nice and straight, relaxed on the floor. Oh, pull that left leg in, give that a nice big hug. And then go ahead and press up through that heel to the ceiling, pulling that leg towards you. Good stretch right there. Let's take that strap into that left hand and dropping that leg open off to the left. And again, that leg might not be able to go all the way to the floor. My leg is stopped by the wall, but it feels kind of nice. And breathe. Let's bring that leg back to center. Go ahead and pull that towards you, another hamstring stretch. Take our strap into our right hand and deep twist. So take that leg across, arm into a T, and look to the left. And breathe. If your body does that tightening up thing where all of a sudden it's very tense, use your breath here. You are efficient. You are a professional at using your breath. So use your breath here to release that tension that just happened, to smooth that out. Then bring that leg back to center. Pull that leg towards you. Bend at the other leg. Let's release that strap. Reach behind the foot, behind the knee. And again, imagine that you can take that entire lower half of your body, that leg, that left leg, and just let it fold and rest on your chest and belly. And then release that. And I'm going to sneeze one. Excuse me. Now you can move into, we can move into our final relaxation. So go ahead and grab whatever you need for that. If you've got your eye pillow, your EYE pillow, or regular pillow or blankets, whatever you have, let's go ahead. You can place that over your eyes. Let the heaviness and darkness just feel really good on that head, on that face. Let's lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room, reach through our feet, our toes, towards the other end, lengthen through that, maybe rotate the wrists or rotate the ankles, whatever feels best for you, but adding an inch or two to your height here. Rib cage is lifting up off the floor. Let's take a big, big, deep inhale. And a deep exhale. And allow yourself to sink, to settle, letting those feet just naturally fall open. Arms open, chest open. And maybe doing a mental body scan here. Imagining that you are floating over your body and you can look down. And checking out if there's any tightness, any soreness, any hot spots, any tension. Where are those places at? Maybe you've got tension in your neck or shoulders or your low back or your hips or your jaw or the top of your scalp. Maybe you've got a tension headache going on. Maybe the practice, it smoothed things out. Maybe you got a lot of release out of the practice too. So recognizing that as well, just doing that mental body scan, slowing your breath down, sending it to the places where there's still tightness, soreness. Relax your jaw, your face. Your shoulders. And bend our knees. And tuck our tailbone under, flattening through that low back. And then let's drop our knees over to our most comfortable side, taking ourselves onto our sides. And breathe in. And then let's slowly begin to press ourselves up, bringing ourselves up into a seated pose that is supportive and strong for you. Sitting ourselves up nice and tall, lengthening up through that torso. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. And then exhale, eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lift that head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deeply inhaling it here. And exhaling it. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale.